today.
I'm telling you.
That way. Okay, this year I feel like I'm 10 finally. Yeah. I've been in my 9-year-old personality for you. So I'm finally 10.
Welcome to your teens.
I'm so young.
We say sweet 16, this one went all the way to 10.
No. Okay, I'm not aging. I'm 10.
How you doing?
10. I'm
Happy
fine.
birthday,
I'm very
Nima.
grateful to God.
Yes.
I'm grateful to God. Just
what are we doing today? What's the plan?
Cake.
Please, where's the cake?
Jollof rice.
Oh, it's true. I haven't had jollof rice
In a while.
That's very nice.
Nima, Oyana, it's your birthday today.
What is happening? Tell us. Are we celebrating?
Let me start since yesterday. I've been praying. I'm grateful.
What did God do?
I wired my account. Thank you very much.
Nice.
We love it. It's because he doesn't have any plans.
That was his plan.
But we say thank you. And then he put his hand on my head this year again. I said, please, not this year. So we are grateful to God. He wants to pray for me every time we do like this. I say, please, I'm not your child. Give me no jam again. I'm grateful to God. I'm blessed and I'm grateful.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to Zohira Bello, my younger birthday mates. Happy birthday. Honorable Lumi Wajima's daughter. So these two girls are my birthday mates and they've just been lovely.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Happy girl?
Yeah. Very well. Yesterday, I met with one unfriendly circumstances on the road. You know, most times I just wish that we Nigerians can be more sane and law-abiding. You know, you're driving on the road. First of all, yellow buses are not designated to park on bridges. You're coming from Ikosi, as if you're coming from that CMD, you're going to Alakbere. There's a spot between Abiola Gardens and you see those buses lined up, parked on top of the bridge. That's not even a problem. Now, when you want to enter the road, you have to at least trafficate or let people know that, okay, this is how I want to go. Yesterday, as I was just driving, one just switched right in front of me. I almost hit him. I dodged him. Yeah. When I dodged him, I had to move in front of him to caution him. Why will you be parking here first of all and then you want to navigate, you are not looking? And this singular action caused accident behind me. Two cars clashed. And again, one thing that happened was when he caused it, he left. He just sped up.
He's not affected.
So I had to start driving. Somebody from behind just came. You caused the accident. I just looked at him and I said, this is the same judgment we've been talking about. Yeah. You're coming from the behind. You don't know what happened here, and you're already crucifying somebody for what you don't know. But it's really sad. The lawlessness, it's crazy.
Governor, but they tried to do those laybys on that axis deliberately because of these incidents that you mentioned. But you know it's supposed to have 9 lights.
Hello, Maria. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you very much. So, birthday shout out today. A birthday shout out to one of our biggest fans. She's a senior citizen. She loves us so much. Her name is Mrs. Omoyeme Lawani, DCP. She's retired Deputy Commissioner of Police. She loves us very much. She watches us all the time. Happy birthday, man. And she's also my friend's mom, Tonya Lawani's mom, yes. And then one more birthday that came in yesterday, but quite late. It's from...
Take your time.
Yeah, sorry. So it's supposed to be a happy golden jubilee for Audu Maikori. He's the chairman, co-founder, Chocolate City Group. Yes, so his auntie, Miss Margaret Alap, is wishing him a fantastic birthday, all the best of the year. And she's so proud of him and everything. So happy birthday. It's coming a day late, but happy birthday. And then to Mrs. Lawani, happy birthday too. We love you.
Fantastic. You know, I have one old friend, you know, and I saw her, I kind of ran into her page, and she recently found love. And she's again, after her husband had passed on years ago, very early. And then she's really, I mean, I could see the joy in her face, the glow. Oh my goodness. You know, when a woman in her 40s, she's like, she's about a year older, I think she's 46. And you could just see how she looks so beautiful. I just started looking at her. I was so happy for her. So congratulations. I didn't want to mention her, because I wasn't sure she wanted the world to know, but I just kind of ran into her page. Congratulations, YT, and wishing you the best, hoping that this love you found stays forever and lasts forever. Okay, let's go on a very short break. When you come back, we're going to look at the front pages of the paper. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Okay, thanks for staying with us. We're going to start with The Nation. By-election contest hots up in Oyo, Ogun, Edo, and Anambra. President moves on to Japan and Brazil. Federal government freezes creation of new tertiary institutions for 7 years. Government slashes revenue deductions by NNPCL, FIRS, customs, and others. Airport incidents pardon for Emerson and Kwamwon. Dare takes on Babashir Lawal. 2027 talks ongoing with Obi, says PDP. And let's stand by my ailing deputy, Taraba or Governor pleads. Okay?
Okay, so major headline. According to The Nation, this is the last day for preparation for by-elections, which will be holding on Saturday in Edo State, Ogun State, Oyo State, and Anambra State, where there's vacant seats in the Senate as well as federal constituencies. I wanted to take quickly the federal constituencies that are available. So it's not even only Odo. They have seats available in Niger, Kano, Taraba, Nasarawa, Kogi, Jigawa, Zamfara, and Kaduna states. And so, you know, the parties, of course, are working hard and rounding up campaigns. There are 5 federal constituencies available in Edo State, and of course the senatorial district of the governor, because he was representing them in the Senate before he went for governorship, is also vacant. State constituencies are in Adamawa is Ganye, in Onitsha North 1, that's from Ifeanyi Uba's constituency, Dekina Okura in Kogi State, Zaria Kawaye in Kaduna, Basawa in Kaduna, Bagwai Shanono in Kano, others in Ismariga in Niger, Karim Lamido 1 in Taraba, Kauran Namoda South in Zamfara. And so they are jostling seriously for these seats. Some of the states have predominant parties, which is usually between the APC and PDP, whereas on other states, ADC has joined. The Labour Party too is strong, and so we'll see how it goes.
All right, what I have here, federal government freezes establishment of new tertiary institutions for 7 years. I think this story runs across all front pages. So 7-year ban has been placed by the federal government on the establishment of new universities, polytechnics, and colleges of education in the country. This restriction came at a time when even the federal government approved 9 more universities. And the Education Minister, Maruf Alausa, had reported earlier this year, and he said that the reason this was done was because resources have been overstretched, and universities, tertiary institutions have been underutilized. And if you're counting by what we have in Nigeria, we have about 72 federal universities, 42 and 28 federal colleges of education, and additional hundreds of state-owned and private tertiary institutions. According to data, they said you can see that you have 800 students and you have 1,200 lecturers serving those 800 students. That it's underutilized and is a waste of resources. They're just wasting resources. So for the next 7 years, no more approval of universities and tertiary institutions. And As it is, according by him, we have about 199 universities, and they received like fewer than 100 applications for admission. So it's like you're just wasting.
Because every time we have like applications, we always say that not enough students get into university. So I'm surprised that
that's what he's saying.
Yes.
So you have these universities everywhere, but students are not going into those universities. So they're just wasting money. Yeah.
I have the Taraba State Governor was speaking to his people yesterday, and it has to do with just the state of affairs in the state. He's concerning his deputy governor as well as 2027. So it seems that the backstory is that the deputy governor has been ill since January and he hasn't been seen. So a few people were probably calling for his sack. And he says that, see, everything shouldn't be about the law, but also about humanity. He says he understands that the absence has caused a lot of people, you know, to talk. But he took ill in January, and, you know, that's why people haven't seen him. And he says that really everything will be handled according, that he, the governor, will handle everything according to the Constitution. He has no hidden agenda. He says yes, it's important to follow the Constitution, but also they need to also look at things as human beings, as well as being guided by faith, morality, and conscience. That they're doing everything required under the law, but the law alone is not enough. He also charged people, whether you're Christian, Muslim, or of another faith, the truth binds us all. We're called to care for each other. And then he goes ahead to say that I think there are talks about 2027, that some people say they are waiting for him in 2027. He says for him 2027 is in God's hands, and he's here to do the will of God. I did not shed any human blood to be governor, so whatever God decides. And then he's just charging his people to just lead with compassion, that things need to be done differently. We are first human beings. Lead with compassion before, you know.
This goes back to what we talked about yesterday. The system
versus...
Probably they're already politicking. You know, when your deputy is not, there'll be also who will you replace him with in case of...
Okay, I was going to take the story about PDP. So PDP has confirmed that they are in talks, or the fact that Anambra former Governor Peter Obi is on their candidates shopping list. The spokesperson for the party, Debo Olugwagbao, confirmed that officially in serious conversations with the from the LP stalwart PDP, that's Peter Obi, and he also declined to volunteer information on the rumor talks with former President Goodluck Ebere Jonathan. Olugwagbao also hinted that the party had rejected FCT Minister Wike's condition that the South be excluded in the forthcoming congresses. So, I mean, this is interesting because, as I say, all the dynamics for the next elections are coming together, and PDP is obviously has confirmed that they are also in talks with Peter Obi. It'll be interesting to see if he gets the candidacy or if he comes back to PDP. Okay, let's move on now to the Punch. 2027 presidency, PDP unveils zoning panel, dispels Jonathan and Obi talks. Okay, because that's conflicting with what I just said. Pilot split over Kwamon's aviation ambassadorship. Fuel distribution controversy. Dangote restores marketers amid mounting pressure. Mahmuda terror group captured in Niger moved to Abuja. By elections, INEC deploys 7,726 BVAS machines in Edo, Anambra, and 10 states. 2025 budget, ministries in dilemma as Accountant General suspends fund requests. And Obasanjo Library accuses EFCC of targeting ex-president, demands 3.5 billion naira damages. Let's take one story for the break.
Okay, the leader of the Mahmuda terror group, Abubakar Abba, has been arrested by the DSS in Niger State, and he's been taken to Abuja for further investigation. This was confirmed by the Chief Press Secretary of Governor Mohammed Bago. He says it's true. I can confirm that he's been arrested. He said he's one of the leader is one of Mahmuda, one of the most dangerous terror groups in West Africa. Abubakar Abba was arrested by DSS, apprehended through an intelligence-led operation. He said it's a huge victory for the people as well as the government. He said that they explained that Mahmuda group is an offshoot of Boko Haram, which reported links to Islamic State. He has carried out a string of deadly attacks across Niger and Kwara State. They said some of the attacks are in Kwara State June 3rd, which left 7 villagers dead, 2 in separate raids, as well as assaults on markets and rural communities near Kainji Lake National Park. Another attack killed 15 vigilantes in Kemanji village. They say they operate from forested bases straddling Niger, Nasarawa, Kwara, Kogi states. This group has been described by security forces as a sustained threat to communities in that region. So his arrest is definitely a major victory, and that this also demonstrates the president's determination to end insecurity and safeguard Nigerian lives.
Okay, let's go on a very short break. When we come back, we continue with our review. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your view will be right back.
Imagine a country with over 300 plenty languages. Why you go the only focus on Yoruba, Hausa and Igbo? Where we get a common language where they unite everybody from Oga to even Madam self and every person wey dey for street. That's why we dey introduce you 89.9 Yanga FM, the #1 urban pidgin radio station where they unite us all. From the award-winning breakfast show Waiting Day with your brother, your friend Wale Po.
Everywhere.
So Bobo.
Gen Z, you dey joke for this time.
This na Cruise Express.
And this go be the best 4 hours of our life. Country people, make una join us.
Oh.
Now we be What's Up Naija crew. Now we they give you what they sup for inside we country.
Yes, so
keep it loud.
You've got me your papa. Why you not gonna make younger?
Come to a holla. Now here we dey settle all the matter.
Bro, we right here. Nobody better than we, right?
I can always best be that. Make I just be the last sensible voice where you go hear.
Now we be 89.9 Yanga FM.
Good morning, Marina Station and all the passengers. Efficient, it's comfortable.
This development will go a long way in reducing congestion and emission.
The trains are a long-term solution to Lagos traffic challenges.
This is where we take the final decisions on policies, programs of government. I will have to ensure that, the narration of Lagos as a PLC is taken very, very seriously.
This is a major pedestrian bridge linking Oyingo here to Apapa Road over there.
With this overpass, we are providing what we call a permanent solution.
This place is one of the most dangerous areas at the biosecurity environment.
This can go into the news and every crimes of your neighborhood.
Our goal is to remain as Africa's model megacity, to move our GDP from the 5-6 position to the 3rd position, and we believe is achievable with all the commitments we have.
Explore the city of Lagos, where dreams are made and possibilities are endless.
I'm
Adedoja Salamadini. I live in Lagos, inside Lagos.
I'm Nifemi Oguntoye, news anchor with TVC News.
My day is usually busy and it's difficult keeping up with breaking news stories, trending stories, business news, stock exchange and what have you. But with TVC News on WhatsApp, I'm able to catch up with all the breaking news, real-time updates and trending stories on the go, right on my phone, no matter where I am. It's quick, easy and always on. And here you can join us by scanning the QR code or using the link on our X and Instagram. Why wait? Come to the side of news that keeps you ahead. TVC News, first with breaking news.
I'm Miriam Lunge. I'm a passionate environment advocate and a published author.
I am the founder of Celebration, a businesswoman, and a fashion icon.
I am a wealth coach and a real estate developer.
I am Amako Arakwe. I'm a corporate commercial lawyer and an entrepreneur.
Barkamu da warhaka. I am Ramatu Shehu Oyibo, an entrepreneur and a business coach.
I am the voice of an average Muslim woman, an hijabite, and a lawyer.
I am a polymath.
and a serial entrepreneur.
I am Murayo Afolabi Brown, Managing Director, TVC Entertainment. I'm a media consultant, producer, and broadcaster.
The ladies of your view are made of women from different professions, tribes, cultures, and religion. Join us every Monday to Friday as we share our views on topical and social issues.
Thanks for staying with us. I have the Dangote story. So if you recall, we had discussed that August 15th is when he's going to be doing the direct distribution to us, right?
Has he changed his mind?
Yeah, no, he hasn't changed that. So it's the day before, and Punch went to go and find out how things are going.
Okay.
So marketers are quite worried. I mean, I think they had a meeting yesterday just to appeal again to Dangote to see how can you involve us in this distribution, because you're going to cut us off completely.
Yes,
you're going to run us out of business. This can cause a lot of issues. So the refinery will start its direct fuel distribution tomorrow, Friday, August 15th, having received about 4,000 compressed natural gas powered trucks.
Yes,
needed
people
for
have
plant.
been telling me.
I even saw it on my street filling station. They say proposed
Dangote is not playing.
Playing.
So the marketers are speaking with him, and it seems that they might somehow be involved in this distribution channel. It's not. This article didn't confirm that, but at least there were talks yesterday. So hopefully he doesn't run some of them out of the humble ones. I would say, in my own view, the humble ones might be included in this distribution channel. So that's
my worry is even the cost of petrol. It rose recently. 3 days ago. It's now 900.
Just like that. That's what Dangote is saying. I don't need you to distribute.
Yeah. So please, Dangote should come if it will make us buy lesser. Because you know what this does to us. You can't regulate your business. Like I am in the logistics business. I'm charging you 3,000 for a particular place because I'm buying fuel at 865. Right. Tomorrow I'm going to buy this fuel and it's 920. I can't come back to you and say, okay, it's no longer 3,000. Not suddenly. Well, it's really sad.
Nigerian business,
our head is packed popcorn every day. So MG said to begin forest guards recruitment. National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu says that the federal government has begun the process of establishing a forest guards program as part of efforts to strengthen national security under the Renewed Hope agenda. And in May 15, the President, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he approved the creation of National Forest Guard System as part of the measures to address Nigeria's escalating security challenges. And as they said, every state is required to have about 2,000 to 5,000 forest guards as they can really handle. And then they said so far, at least 11 states have already established forest guard units with different names, but they are yet to equip these people and expand to meet up the requirement by the national security objectives. And as he was speaking, he said there was an inauguration of 46 new vehicles distributed to strategic commands and formations in Abuja. So I feel this is like another way of saying we are accepting something that looks like community policing, but it's not community policing. But I kind of like it that they are concentrating on the forest, because that's where you have bandits hiding and committing these things. So it's a good one. Okay. So I have the Obasanjo Presidential Library. You know, I took the story on Wednesday of the raid carried out by the EFCC at the Obasanjo Presidential Library in Ogun State. And now the management of the facility and the manager, that's Vitalis Osese, was saying that they are now demanding a comprehensive investigation into the incident. He had already said he was going to demand that, but now he has written to the EFCC, is demanding a comprehensive investigation into the incident, and he wants all the reports openly published in all the newspapers. He's also demanding public apology to be published in major newspapers. He says that immediate restitution for the damage caused by be made to those who were arrested. So 93 persons were arrested from that facility on Sunday. He said they should be restituted. Their vehicles that were scattered away should be, given back to them. And he says that as well as some who suffered bodily injury should be paid. There are at least 100. He says they should be paid £1 billion naira. It also says that the facility should be given 2.5 billion naira, which is a token, and atonement for the immense damage that they caused to their reputation, their business, and their financial reputation, as well as the reputation of their chief promoter, His Excellency Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, saying that this was a direct attack on the personality of, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo. I agree that the EFCC sometimes are high-handed in what they do, and that sometimes, there are human rights violations in what they do. But I also insist that the personalities who were picked up be investigated for whatever kind of fraud the EFCC suspected them for, without any bias, and they should not be intimidated by any article.
Okay, Daily Sun. Ondo, Edo, Bauchi, Ebonyi, Taraba top Lassa fever chart. NCAA to meet Ibom Air over passenger dispute. Death row inmates demand double ration of food. Why Tinubu will continue to strengthen NDLEA, says NSA. And we're rebranding DICU and as DICON to boost indigenous military capacity, says CDS. Okay, which story in Sun?
I have NCDC. That's the Nigeria Center for Disease Control and Prevention, has appealed to state governments to strengthen year-round community engagement to curb the spread of Lassa fever. So in the week 31, they said the agency has confirmed 9 new cases in Ondo, Edo, and Taraba states from 3 reported the previous week. They also confirmed cases number 836 across 21 states and 105 local governments. So there's an 18.7% case fatality rate, which is higher than the 17.3% recorded the same period in 2024. So it's getting worse. NCDC said the country has recorded 156 deaths from the disease in 2025 alone. The report also gives numbers of cases that were confirmed: 33% Ondo, Bauchi 23%, Edo 17%, Taraba 14%, Ebonyi 3%, and it has affected the age group mostly affected. The age group mostly affected is between 21 to 30 years of age. And what are they asking? They're saying, okay, so one thing they say that they haven't seen health workers, get infected, but they're also advising the health workers should be cautious, go in with the suspicion that that is possible. Some of the reasons why this has become widespread is a lot of people are not going to hospitals when they fall ill. So by the time they get to the hospital, the thing is long gone, and so it leads to death. Sanitation and of our environment is quite poor. They're asking government to, immediately start sensitizing their people and talking to them about being healthy, keeping their environment clean, and also when you're ill, quickly go to the hospital. And when they got to the hospital, please, workers should be suspicious, maintain high suspicion for Lassa fever in order to ensure timely referrals. And then they're saying to people, this is something that can be, transmitted. Be careful, and it is still out there.
Okay. Well, okay. You
have the death. Somebody has death row.
I have it.
Go ahead.
Death row inmates demand double ration of food. So inmates on death row are pushing for double ration of food. They are threatening that if this is not done, they are going to cause problems, crisis in the custodial centers. And the Nigerian Correctional Service, they came out to say these guys are beginning to cause mayhem. They are saying if they don't give them double ration of food, they are going to scatter the whole place. As a matter of fact, the person who spoke on this independent investigative panel alleged that corruption in the Nigerian Correctional Service, the Assistant Controller General of Correction, ACJ Cyrus Lekatile, said recently statistics shows that 3,845 inmates are on death row, and out female, and they said 95% male and 5% women. And what he's saying is these guys are actually causing problems, and it's eating deep into their budget, and they're asking for more allocation of budget to cater to this. And he expressed confusion as to why state governors are not signing and approving the execution of these people on death row. That it might come to a time when they let the judges do the final decision, the signing off, because these guys are causing problem in correctional service. That's what.
All our governors are giving their life to Christ. Nobody wants to be responsible for anybody's death. That's the truth. They are very, very emotional and
no blood
sentimental
on my
people
hands.
in this part of the world.
There are reforms,
Conscious
and release them
pilots.
if you can't, sign their death warrant. But
Fortunately, that's all we can say. We run out of time. But that's also the African thing we're talking about, the Nigerianness, the system, or the emotions. We got to choose one. We're either going to be emotional or going to have a system that will strengthen. And let the
there's not one international treaty that is stopping us.
So, I don't know. I'm just saying that we always bring that thing up in now.
Capital punishment.
But we're spending resources feeding them. Now they ask for double ration.
And they're causing
either
problems.
you
let them go or not. Okay, that's all we can take on Front Page Review. It's Thursday. We usually like to gist today. And today's gist is about Bobby.
Wahala.
I just use that.
About Bobby's.
I'm sure it's the influence of BC in your life.
Okay, BC, yes. So BC mode. So when we come back, we discuss Bobby's. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Imagine a country with over 300 plenty languages. Why you go the only focus on Yoruba, Hausa and Igbo? Where we get a common language where they unite everybody from Oga to even Madam self and every person wey dey for street. That's why we dey introduce you 89.9 Yanga FM, the #1 urban pidgin radio station where they unite us all. From the award-winning breakfast show, Waiting Day, with your brother, your friend, Wale Po.
Everywhere. So, Bobo.
You a job for this time.
This is not Cruise Express.
And this go be the best 4 hours of our life. Country people, make una join us.
Now we be What's Up Naija crew. Now we they give you wetin dey sup for inside we country.
Yes, so
keep it locked.
If God be your papa, why you not gonna make Yanga?
About wahala.
Now here we dey settle all the matter.
Bro, we right here. Nobody better than we, right?
Okay, now whispers be that. Make I just be the last sensible voice where you go hear.
Now we be 89.9 Yanga FM.
Good morning, Marina Station and all the passengers.
Efficient, it's comfortable.
This development will go a long way in reducing congestion and emission.
The trains are long-term solution to Lagos traffic challenges.
This is where we take the final decisions on policies, programs of government that will have to ensure that the narration of Lagos as a PLC is taken very, very seriously.
This is a major pedestrian bridge linking Oyingo here to Apapa Road over there.
With this overpass, we are providing what we call a permanent solution.
This place is one of the most dangerous areas at the biosecurity environment.
This can go into the news and every crimes of your neighborhood.
Our goal is to remain as Africa's model megacity, to move our GDP from the 5-6 position to the 3rd position, and we believe is achievable with all the commitments we have.
Explore the city of Lagos, where dreams are made and possibilities are endless. Amadedoja Salamadini. I live in Lagos, inside Lagos.
I'm Nifebi Oguntoye, news anchor with TVC News. My day is usually busy and it's difficult keeping up with breaking news stories, trending stories, business news, stock exchange and what have you. But with TVC News on WhatsApp, I'm able to catch up with all the breaking news, real-time updates and trending stories on the go right on my phone, no matter where I am. It's quick, easy, and always on. And here you can join us by scanning the QR code or using the link on our X and Instagram. Why wait? Come to the side of news that keeps you ahead. TVC News, first with breaking news.
Thanks for staying with us. So last weekend, Daily Sun newspaper had published a very detailed and alarming report on how many Nigerian women now brazenly walk the streets without wearing underwears or bras. This was not just a casual observation. It was actually a carefully researched special investigation that uncovered growing prevalence of this unsettling trend in our society. While some argue that it's a matter of personal freedom and comfort, others see it as a worrying departure from cultural values and modesty. What are your thoughts? Some of the findings, because I read the article from Daily Sun, and they had gone to, I think, the market, and they saw a young girl trying to buy crayfish, and they were just asking her, okay, you left your house and we didn't wear any undergarments. And she was like, she can't just be bothered. They said it's just too much stress to be wearing it. And they were just wondering why she felt it was stressful just to put on a simple brush. She now looked at the reporter and said, okay, why don't you ask him why is he not wearing a jacket? Because he was the guy that was wearing the vest. And then they went to they did a really thorough research. They went around town asking different people, and then they reminded us of the audition where a veteran actress was asking a young girl who was lined up and was trying to get auditioned, and she came to the audition without her bra, and she was almost walked out. And many people, other veterans came out and say, we're not saying you cannot be yourself. When you go to the club, you can go to other places, you can be free. But when you're coming for a profession that we're trying to dignify as much, that should be dignified, you should come looking presentable to be auditioned. Others have expressed that in this globalization, that's how the world is. You cannot stop anybody from being free because they're not breaking any law. They did not kill anybody. They did not steal. They are just expressing themselves. So what's the big deal? That's the conversation this morning. Why are we all on about people's undergarments, if they're wearing it or not wearing it? You can join the conversation 020-163-52013, 090-241-63440. You can also send us messages on X and on YouTube. We'll be happy to read your thoughts. Who would like to jump in here? I probably like to start because I know that when I went to the UK, I think it was about 2 years ago, and I think it was the first time, in a long time that I had traveled. And one of my girlfriends, Kemi took me to the club, and I just wanted to feel like, yeah, the kids are not here. And we went to the club together, and we had to line up outside. I hadn't done this in years. And while lining up to get into the club, and I'm there walking to the end of the line, and as I was walking to the end of the line, I was just seeing all sorts of bralessness. I'm thinking, Father in heaven.
Bralessness.
Like everybody was like serving it up. I'm like, okay, in my face, And I just, when I finally entered the club, I think I put a video about it where after dancing, I just sat down on the floor. Please, Mariah, you pass, no more in this age. I sat down on the floor of the I cannot go and die because everybody was having, and the stuff was jumping everywhere, was just having a great time. And I realized that, okay, so Mariah, this is not your group. As much as you'd like to be feeling young, but you've left this. This is not you. So don't make that mistake again, So I can't judge them, right? I just excused myself from that circle, like, okay, that's not me. But what's your own take on this culture of, just be free up there? And let me not start with Nima because...
No, start with Nima.
Abigail, want to jump in?
Okay. All right, because it's a very sensitive topic, I would like everyone to just be open-minded and not be judgmental.
He's watering the ground.
I'm watering it too. You just said you traveled out, right? It's like a culture in civilized places. This time that is summer, you see people going in skimpy outfits because of the weather and all that. So most of the time, when we travel out to places like that, no matter how religious and cultural we are or culturally grounded, we still have to make excuses for the things or the life you see over there. And you also try not to get tempted when you get outside. So because we have a very liberal society, it's a secular society. In as much as Nima is covered like this, it's what her religion permits. If I dress this way to where I'm coming from, they'll look at me like, are you okay? Are you normal? So, but we are on the same table and we can relate without judgment. She will not see me like I'm lesser spiritually. So that's where I'm coming to. I feel that a lot of time we tend to judge people and not know their inner struggles. How much is bra now? 25,000. The last time I bought between 25 and 30,000.
Which market? Thank God this week.
I don't buy second hand.
3 times. I don't buy second hand.
I know there are second
brand new. How
much?
5,000.
Hey. You say wait.
5,000.
I play. Give me your connect. I need your connect.
I will tell you the market is called Atiku Market at Trade Fair. Come and buy your own. Brand new. Brand new brand.
Hey, I'm
go to the shopping mall, the festival shopping mall. There's a shop there. I don't want to call brand new.
I want
inside there on the shelves like this.
New bras.
Plenty brand new. You will tear the tag by yourself. I don't understand.
So I've been selling myself short because I've been buying bra between 25 and 30K for one brand.
Now you want buy brand name now. You want buy Victoria's Secret.
It's not Victoria's Secret. Funny enough.
Because
it's not secure.
So listen,
Chinese they produce.
You can relate, right?
Auntie, we also shop there. It's
how
only
many bras do you have to buy? And you know, as we are women, there's something they say about one black bra that you always have, and you try and wash it because some people wear it for as long as months and weeks. They don't wash it. Now, if I have the opportunity not to wear bra, I'm sorry, I will not wear bra because it's stressful and. Okay, maybe because sometimes it's our body part. It's how God has created us. So you cannot keep your front oranges or your backside in the house when you're going out. And sometimes, let me be honest, sometimes I want to run out. I've already gone downstairs and say, hey, I'm not wearing I will go back upstairs. Is
that possible?
It's possible because at home I go braless.
Oh, wow.
It's at home. So if I have to go outside, I'm now extra cautious. Because it's bigger than it should be. I have to, I'm not wearing, I have to go back. It's not everybody that will remember. We live in times when people are thinking of their heads most of the time than their bodies.
Okay. All right. Elijah, let me jump in here.
So, for me, fashion and modesty has always blended. When I was a young girl and the hijab was something I wanted to pick up, I kept thinking, how do I remain fashionable? Because I've always liked to show up and show up well. Amongst my friends, one of them, they used to see me. I would struggle, go to Okrika market and buy myself brand new. I've set fashion trends. So I've always loved fashion. But how do you blend it has always been the thing. See life, I'm now doing TV. So it's always important that, it's done like that. But we as young girls growing up in certain places know how it's important to even keep it guarded. This is not about looking fashion. If you are a girl that your whatever keeps showing, you're open to being abused. If you didn't suffer it, you didn't shop at Yaba. They will punch and touch. So it's a thing of the Yoruba saying if you know you want to go there, and I started buying and selling early at almost just a little bit below 18 when I started going into the market. You need to dress up a certain way. With those days, we used to wear gown and it's bomb shorts that's under. Even in secondary school, to prevent as we were changing our body shapes, we were always protecting it. I had body shapes that needed to be firmed up when I was growing up. Firm it up, let it not be walking everywhere, So I just thought, I don't understand. For someone like me, I can't understand a young girl right in my face and I can see all her body, no matter, yet again, societies, cultures and all of that will determine what's what. If she grew up in Port Harcourt, for instance, someone like me will be strange to her. But if she grew up in my own place, someone like her is completely strange to me. So why are you all in my face? Why do I see you and I can already see you? Ordinarily, when you see me, you should see my mind, my brain, before you see my entire body. I hate it when men look at me and I can see their eyes not leveling up to my face. What are you looking at me? Looking on this side. And so a lot of girls, that's what they now market. You're all in the bus stops, you're everywhere. No.
Okay.
And you don't want to explain the thing. If fights meet you for certain places, they can't tear cloth. Let them meet cloth in there. Let them not tear cloths and they just go straight to what is there.
Let me come to you, Mariam, because part of the research that the Daily Sun did was like they said they went to somebody into the supermarket in Lekki, and the girl didn't come to buy anything. She was there half naked, everything dancing about all over the place, and she was at the men's section.
What's half naked?
Now, so according to what the report was saying that they could tell that she wasn't wearing a bra. Now, maybe not half naked was what they used. The report said they could tell. The reporter could tell she wasn't wearing a bra.
Suggestive dressing.
So the dress where her everything was showing.
Thank you.
According to the reporter, she was obvious. They observed her enough to see that she didn't have planned to buy anything at the men's corner. What she was doing was asking them to help them. Which one is better? Trying to help compare the prices or compare the quality of certain things. And after that, hoping the person will buy for her. I mean, this is just based on somebody's observation. You don't know. But according to this person, according to the research done by Daily Sun, there's an intention when you go out braless to get something. That's the perception. Now, however, there's a part of it that woman they accosted the girl. She said, it's my decision. I just want to be free. I'm not committing any crime. Nobody should be judging me based on what I want to wear. So, Mariam, how do you feel on this issue of bralessness? Is it freedom or is it this is distasteful? What would you say?
So see, I know that me and you people quarrel today because my stance has I've always maintained this, which is I believe that bra is something that you wear if you find it comfortable. For me, it's not a measure of modesty or protection from being molested. It's not even enough. In fact, some people have used bra to molest you because you wore pink bra and you were speaking out, and that is another reason. But I think that context is important here. There are people who don't wear bra because it's not comfortable. There's some people who are shaped in such a way that the bras makes it harder to just, to function. And yet, when they come out, it's not obvious in your face that they're not wearing a bra. So, in that case, when you're not sure that the person isn't wearing a bra, and you cannot tell, you will not say the person is immodest because the person is not in your face showing you their form. Do you understand? Some people have worn proper underwear and yet their whole body form is out, your face. And that person, you would say this person is immodest, yet that person is wearing, underwear. So for me, it's also to understand that the bra came into existence not too long ago. We haven't always worn bras as women. We have carried ourselves one other sort of clothing. This bra is something that has, it's a new thing. And it was a decision some women made because it made them feel more comfortable with the way they looked in dresses. And I felt that that was a choice that somebody made. And today, women can make the choice as well to feel more comfortable. Now, having said that, would I say that I have not seen some people who come across as being quite provocative and by the reason of not wearing a bra? I am seeing a new fashion trend.
Thank you.
And the fashion trend is, it seems to show the fact that they are not wearing bra. And there's another trend that I've seen, which much older women also have, which is the thing that is almost all the way here. So there's a bra, but the bra is all the way here, and the thing is all the way out, True. So there is, for me, bra wearing in itself is not bra wearing or no bra wearing is not immodest in itself. It's how you're presenting yourself. Because there are different reasons why people do not wear bra, and it's not always because they want to grab the attention of the other gender. Because you can wear all those underwears and still be provocative and still be seductive and still be suggestive. So please allow people who don't feel comfortable wearing bras to go about without wearing bras. But yes, you must present yourself in a way that you're decent in whatever area you find yourself. I'm going to the office and I do not wear a bra, but I dress in such a way that you cannot tell. I'm not suggestive. That's okay. If I go to the beach and you decide that you want to guard up with 5 bras, and that's your or not go.
Let me go on a very short, because we come back, we'll unpack this further. Stay with us, Rebecca.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Generals, we have a crisis. They're everywhere. We have only a few seconds to contain them.
The ultimate weapon, Carex, kills 1 million+ germs in seconds. Let's deploy.
I'm Miriam Lunge. I'm a passionate environment advocate and a published author.
I am the founder of Celebration, a businesswoman, and a fashion icon.
I am a wealth coach and a real estate developer.
I am Amako Arakwe. I'm a corporate commercial lawyer and an entrepreneur. Barka Muda Warhaka. I am Ramatu Shehu Oyibo, an entrepreneur and a business coach.
I am the voice of an average Muslim woman, an hijabite, and a lawyer.
I am a polymath and a serial entrepreneur.
I am Murayo Afolabi Brown, Managing Director, TVC Entertainment. I'm a media consultant, producer, and broadcaster.
The ladies of Your View are made of women from different professions, tribes, cultures, and religion. Join us every Monday to Friday as we share our views on topical and social issues.
This is not just a round table. This is the Black Table.
This is the Black Table, where real men speak the truth about.
This conversation of bra or no bra, I mean, I think even on the show I told ladies that I was thinking of doing a breast reduction at some point, because even my sister, by somebody I know very close to me, had done hers, and she and I were the same size, and then she and her husband went to the doctors and chose the size they wanted, and it was the 32. So something like that. It has to be an A, something maybe C or something like that. And I've seen her. Now she doesn't wear hers anymore.
That's my dream.
Because it's now properly perfect, and she can just wear anything, and you won't even know.
Yeah.
Now, so I, of course, where she did it in the US, so I did my own research in Nigeria, and I found somewhere in the East where I could do it. I had conversations, consultations, and they told me 5 million naira. I said, hey, God of Jesus, if I have 5 million naira now, I'm going to use it to do this thing. But I have considered it, because the truth is, for someone like me, I've been heavy from day one. And I've seen the marks, I've seen the strain, I've seen that. I'm like, you know what, at some point I would love an opportunity, because hey, I'm 45, I gotta live, you know. So if I can afford it, I'm likely to do that procedure such that it stands, and I wouldn't need any support in any way. So I can understand what Mariam said, that it's not about the bra wearing is the problem, it's the indecency. When you don't wear the bra and what comes out and to show, because I have seen people who dress in a very sexy way, and it's tasteful, where it's nice and sweet, but it doesn't come in your face. But again, coming back to our culture, because there are some countries where, because of the culture they try to preserve, they frown at these behaviors, and it is clear. If we do it at all, it is hidden. There's some certain communities in some countries where you can't go there and be wearing, they will tell you from the airport, we don't do that here, because they respect the people, they respect the culture. So the conversation is, this is a foreign culture, this is globalization. If we're globalizing, what are we defining is Nigerian? What is who? What is us? Who are we? Are we saying this is fine, that whatever we see, we take it in? Or are we going to modify it such that it also shows who we are as a people? Because that's where the conversation is. So, we shouldn't be taking this.
Mara, it's interesting that you brought that up, because it reminds me of a story my mom said to me when I had my baby, and she was saying, she said life is funny. She says when they were younger, before she started having children, that young girls were the ones that were expected to wear bras, and then if you had a baby and you wear a bra, it's almost seen as, what are you trying to, like you're being a bad woman, you're putting your eye outside. Can you imagine that when you are married, you are meant to just let it go, meaning you are done, you know, everything should go. But now, culture keeps evolving, things are changing, and because of that evolution, we now understand that this is about choice. Decency on one side, but there are people who wear these things for the sake of their health. For some people, it's even to be more suggestive. There have been different styles of bras, that those conical ones, I think Yoruba people have especially names for those sort of, where you wear your buba so that the thing will not...
Hey, no, Yoruba people...
No, there's a Yoruba name for one.
But the women, they should cover us.
No, do you know there's a Yoruba name for one that goes... There is. Please, you think about it. It's for everybody. It's conical. So they wear it so that the buba will go over it. What is it?
I ain't telling you that.
then I remember my grandma used to say, then my grandma used to say something about Yoruba women. When she describes it, she said they wear their blouse in a way, like an older woman wear a blouse in a way that her breast will be showing, and she'll be shocked. You know, in her own way, she's shocked because another woman is meant to cover up herself, but this woman, and now imagine this another woman now pointing out to this Yoruba woman, cover your chest, and the woman is thinking, this is my culture, there's nothing wrong with it. So we need to that's what I'm saying, we need to understand the different cultures, the different times, and respect them.
Even though we want to respect them, at the back of our head as a culture, as a society, is that we are modest. In Nigeria, yes.
Modesty is relative.
I'm coming somewhere. So you see, it was Igbo people who showed us that at the beach we could sunbathe. We could be coming there in a particular side. Bikinis were not what we approached the water. And we've always had beaches in Lagos before they come. Yes.
No, we've
always had water side where people did not have wells and they go to the rivers to bathe. But it was not that we would leave our house in bikinis and say, because it's beach time, see you there. My ancestors didn't do that.
They were naked, your ancestors were naked.
But they went to the beaches with chaperones cut, and they went in a girls group. So there's something called a girls group. They have the head of maidens, they will escort themselves because they know it's a private event. You know, but the show off and everything, some societies, that's their own standard. You know, so at the back of everything we do here, is that's why it will be in your face. Sometimes you are not a covered woman. A lot of people are not in hijab and they see a girl without a bra. Even some people reacted to the videos, they are not even near any form of head covering. They could not stand it as women, that why would you travel in this kind of state? So it is something that is, whether or not we like, is innate in us, that we will find it repulsive or something. Why would you leave yourself at this point? So it is in our culture. It's whether we like it or not, it's something that subconsciously we would uphold. So fashion trends, yes, we do it at different times, but you see the buba and Euro, it's a seductive dress whether you like it or not. When I need to seduce my husband, it's not only sometimes it's the buba and Euro without a bra that works. There's a way it gives you when you fold it in. And so I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. Sometimes it's your free boo-boo that works, that does the work. So it's the way you wear it and the objective that you find. So most people, why we see them is because when they wear it, it's not for private house in the other room business. It's right in the face in public, doing private business publicly.
We are women on this table. Let me ask you a simple question. Have you ever seen a guy and you feel like, oh my God, his biceps. Look at the size. Have you ever felt that way?
Six pack.
I've never.
not you, but so many women.
They have a nice dark chocolate kind of guy. I can see what you mean.
With their chest.
I don't see anybody.
Those people, I'm talking about movies. When you watch a
Where
nice...
you want go?
So
what's this guy's name?
Is it a trick question? Stop asking those kind of questions.
Another question again is, as a woman, do you also feel some type of way, aroused, tempted when you see a man?
Until the breakfast should
We
come down.
don't.
I don't understand the question.
Not you, but
I'm the one that asks questions on this table.
The reason I'm asking that question is, why do we always place the burden of morality on women? What do women do, human beings? Because the truth is, God made us. God made us. When he made us, he saw that we were beautiful and he put us there. If you like, pack from here to there. Once you're beautiful, also those ones that are very bold and pronounced, there's nothing you can do. The people that will always complain are people that lack self-control. Because it is because if you don't have a problem seeing it outside, why do you have a problem seeing me? Especially if I drove. Okay, let me just say, I'm cooking, suddenly I forget that there's no salt. I hop into my car, I can't even remember I'm wearing a tank top that is fitted. I go into a supermarket, quickly get something. Why will I have to start thinking of all this?
Hop in your car without your keys.
Don't forget that South Africa, there's a tradition where once the woman wants to announce that now I'm a woman, they go braless, topless. And it's a tradition. We used to see those things, oh my God, and we appreciate it, Abby. It's not like we go and catch them and let me not go that far. It's not like you go and see them and now say, okay, I was tempted. You still accept. So why can't you accept the next person? Now, there's something called World No Bra Day, October 13th. Health practitioners tell you as a woman, when you have the opportunity, please go braless. Because we're talking about, but you say,
when you reach your house.
So when you have the opportunity, because you know there's breast cancer, especially now when they tell you don't wear this kind of bra, the one that has strings. This so a lot of time.
Nobody is disputing that. I think it's where you do that.
Where is how and where?
We dispute it.
Let me take Yakub. Good morning, Yakub. Thanks for calling. You're live.
Yeah. Good morning, Morayo.
Good morning. Go ahead, please.
And good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Morayo, to me, I think I start to be correct.
Maybe the person can hear you, but we can't. Maybe they
hello, can you hear me?
Listen to you. Me, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Now, to me, I think it's a moral decline. You know why? Truly, I believe some was not deliberately done. But these days, I can tell you for the fact, some lady did this thing deliberately. Even though you went to a public place, marketplace, you will see this thing in your faces. You see, I see it as a threat to women. Yeah, some of us can be able to control ourselves, but not all men. That is the fact. Not all men can be able to do this kind of self-control you guys have mentioned there. Yes, some guys have ability to do that, but a lot of men cannot hold it. That is the truth. In fact, you can even see some women, some ladies put on hijab, and then you can be able to even see what as well. That one is also immorality.
Yakub,
that is the truth.
Yakub. So let me go.
Okay.
Yakub, can you hear me? Yakub.
You are looking at that person, you be asking yourself, what type of hijab this one and that?
Hello, Yakub, can you hear me?
This is what is trying to cover.
Okay. But I wanted to pose your question to him that, okay, if a man is half dressed,
you see them in boxers,
the woman, do they feel threatened that the woman can jump on them?
So I wanted
feel that
to respond to Abigail.
You're not hearing him now, not me. Sorry.
I wanted to respond to Abigail that, you know, of course there are statistics at encouraging women when they can to not wear a bra. I'm not saying don't wear one when you need to. You can't, for instance, go for a bank interview with everything popping in their face, and then somebody says no, because of our moral standards in this corporate establishment, we can't hire you, and then you go and do discriminatory suit. You will fail. Because now you carry your problem come. I've been in court where the magistrates will say, you're in my face, simple. And you step aside. What were you in the face for? It might be for your scarf. Yeah, that means you're distracting me in my courtroom, and you step aside. So they set the standards per place and time. And whether we like it or not, these statistics have contrary statistics we also hear. where they're encouraging women to wear bra more often, to firm up, to last longer, to, you know, there are always statistics.
No, there's science that disproves data.
Yes,
as well.
there's science that they are bringing. Some people will still research and say for girls who have it firm longer is because they wear bra. So we've read most of them. We read conflicting statistics all the time. My own take is that apart from fashion being a standard of identity and our culture, it's also a standard, whether we like it or not, there was a word I wanted to use. But I don't want to use morality. Okay. No, I don't want to use that.
Decency.
It's a standard of expression. If I am in front of you in a certain look, there are languages you yourself, you will think twice before you use it to address me or come. And if you do cross the line because you did not want to respect what I am expressing, I will draw you back. But you see young girls these days, you just pick up everything. And some people have overseen things. I'm not holding brief for people who are mentally average, but we know it's in every society you have good, you have bad, you have normal, you have abnormal. So as a person, you set the standard of you dress as you want to be addressed. That's it. If a young girl saw newspaper uncovered, was in the shopping mall, not buying anything and minding her business and going home, but you know, walking up and down in such a state, and a man comes to her and says, "Oh, how far? How much is this for a night?" And then she takes offense.
That's the
I have to go on a break. Let me go on a break. Let's take that in for a second. When we come back, we take this further. Stay with us for breakfast.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Imagine a country with over 300 plenty languages. Why you go the only focus on Yoruba, Hausa and Igbo? Where we get a common language where they unite everybody from Oga to even Madam self and every person where they for street. That's now why we dey introduce you 89.9 Yanga FM, the #1 urban pidgin radio station where they unite us all. From the award-winning breakfast show, Waiting Day, with your brother, your friend, Wale Po.
Everywhere. So, Bobo.
You a joke for this time.
This is not Cruise Express.
And this go be the best 4 hours of our life. Country people, make una join us.
Now we be What's Up Naija crew. Now we they give you wetin dey sup for inside we country.
Yes, so
keep it loud.
If God be your papa, why you not gonna make Yanga?
How do I holla?
Now here we dey settle all the matter.
Bro, you right here.
Nobody better than we, right?
Okay, now whispers be that. Make I just be the last sensible voice where you go here.
Now we be 89.9 Yanga FM.
Good morning, Marina Station and all the passengers.
Efficient, it's comfortable.
This development will go a long way in reducing congestion and emission.
The trains are long-term solution to Lagos traffic challenges.
This is where we take the final, decisions on policies, programs of government. I will have to ensure that, the narration of Lagos as a PLC is taken very, very seriously.
This is a major pedestrian bridge linking Oyingo here to Apapa Road over there.
With this overpass.
Thanks for staying with us. We're still discussing bra or no bra, to wear or not to wear. What is decency and what is what's the opposite? Indecent. What's indecent? That's really the conversation today. And what comes to my mind is the fact that technology advancement kind of has helped our world easier. I remember growing up, some of us was to wash our clothes, but today now we have a washing machine, and we're thankful for the idea and the innovation on how to make life easier. Now we're having cosmetic surgery such that things are different. So many of us grew up with that burden of wearing wired bras. I mean, I had that. And the marks that it puts around you. And then somebody's telling you that, oh, there's an invention where they can make it so firm that stands alone. It doesn't need any support. Because the only reason why we have the bra is because of that support. Because some of us, especially as Africans, it falls. And then it's either like you have a pineapple, you have a watermelon, you have it just flying up, you know, and you rather have an orange type. It just stays put. So when you have that technological innovation to give you that kind of solution, why therefore do you now insist that you must wear a bra?
I also want to point out what I feel is hypocrisy. When you see an elderly woman without a bra, you don't think she's being suggestive. You don't think she's being provocative. Exactly. But when you see a young girl, even if it's just her finger that she shows, you say, she showed her finger, there's a reason. So is it not, doesn't it mean that it is on you really? You have decided to look at one particular person, a group of people, as being provocative just by being themselves, by being their age, that because they are young, anything they do or say or how they dress, even how they speak, you feel that she's trying to, you know, she's sending me green light. Green light, yes. But an older woman would do the same thing. You don't see it. So for me, that puts the burden. That puts the burden on you. You are the one deciding how you want to perceive someone and how you want to address an issue. We have children, and I'm talking to normal human beings, and our children move around, you know, in some whatever. You don't also give them that look like they are being seductive. You have just chosen a group of women of a certain age, and you've made them to be seductive. You've sexualized them. You've sentenced them, yes, to that. And the truth is, God has created a woman to be that way. She's beautifully made. She's appealing, you know. And so it's not. She does not have to do it to you or do it for you. Sometimes just by existing, she comes across as if she's just appealing. So why don't we just accept that women are this way, they are beautiful, they are appealing, and respect them for that, and then take your eye from what is not meant for you.
I have to take this call. Kule Ojo, thanks for calling. You're live. Sorry for keeping you.
Thank you very much, ladies. The no underwear trend, fashion or a moral decline.
Yeah.
Let me take it from a few angles. For the fashion perspective, we talk about the aesthetic drive, which you guys have discussed, you know. The designers and all of that are pushing influences on people, and the VPL, visible panty liner push in social media and all of that is making a lot of noise. Then you talk about the cultural shifts that social media has also brought, you know, to amplify people's positions and what we want to do. Then even at all of that about fashion, you also talk about practicality, which you guys have talked about, cited comfort and modern fabrics and all of that. Yeah. Then the other side of it is about the cultural decline, you know, the moral decline, you know. Critics who are either conservative would see life differently, and they don't want women to be over-sexualized, and they also want to preach modesty. Then the public decency, which Nima really talked about. There are certain dresses that are right for certain places. There are certain wears that are right for certain places, which we should not. Then more importantly, the slippery slope. Because we, as a society, we are far more conservative than liberal. And we are seeing that slide seriously. So how do we begin to manage that and ensure that we find a balance between liberalism and conservatism?
Yes.
Then we have to also look at the middle ground, where what you do should be acceptable, such that people do not hold you to certain level of morality. But in all of it, we must find a blend between liberalism and conservatism, such that
this man is a lecturer.
Run out of society. Thank you very much.
Thank you. You're such a lecturer. I like it. I was going to add to what Miriam said. You know, as you said, as I also believe that we are already what we are and who we are. There's nothing you can do. And do you know the irony of it? The people that are complaining that, you're all in our face, when they see a woman who does not have those features, they now say, see, I'm a like man. The same people who complain that you're everywhere, you know, say, this one they like man, you don't even get oranges and all that. So most of the time, as Miriam said, it's actually on you. Because I feel that we should have a place. You should know that you're not existing alone. You have certain dislikes that are people's likes. So I feel that we should have a place for strength in resisting certain urges to fall into what we cannot control, especially when it happens to be that you're in the same space with another human who is an adult, who is also liberal-minded. That's what I think, actually.
Okay, this is my own issue. Because as Nigerians or sometimes Africans, it's like we lack identity. And that's a major problem. When somebody doesn't have an identity, you can be swayed left, right, or in any direction.
As a nation.
And that's the worry that I have. Because I know that for somebody who lives in the West, where they have winter, in the winter months, you have to dress very warm. You can't go braless, you can't go in skimpy clothes because you have to be extra warm. The moment you have an iota of sunlight, everything, you throw it out and you are ready to go, you know, in your bomb shorts, because you only have, 6 weeks or 8 weeks max to enjoy the sun. So in their culture, in who they are, that's an opportunity to start wearing skimpy clothes because they might never get that opportunity. Here we are in Africa. We have a weather that across the entire 12 months. There's nothing like winter. It doesn't get that cold. So if you choose to wear, you can actually wear whatever you want to wear. So in this part of the world, we wear suit, we wear jacket, we wear bow tie. I mean, I think it was Fela that sang it, that we put everything together. We copy somebody else's culture, and we're having layers and layers of clothing.
Especially the lawyers' wigs.
The lawyer wigs. So we have layers and layers of clothing because we are adopting things. So the question again is that the reason why we keep taking everything we see is because we don't have an identity. We have not been clear. Who are we? What exactly is our moral standard? Because at some places you enter India, you can't wear certain things. Indians can be very sexy when they wear their nice crop top with the nice skirt. So that's their sari, and it's cultural. Now, to some people here, how can you be showing your stomach? So it depends on who you are. So as a nation again, the problem we have is not because somebody is not wearing bra. It's because there is no identity. We have no clue.
So when we teach our kids to protect themselves, the songs that we sing, Morel, you remember one that you taught us, that we taught our kids, is the private class and all of that. There's another one my sister did in my language for her daughters. We specify what cannot be touched, what should be considered very private to the children. So I don't believe there are bloodlines, except we want to choose them. Just as I find it appalling to see a girl's, everything right in my face, or, I do the same with the male children. You can't, if I come to your house as a male friend and I knock on the door and you appear in a box, as I'm going to drive back home from where I'm coming from, I'm not going to enter, no matter the emergency that brought me. So, and you don't see men come outside in their boxers to come to an office, a shopping mall, all those kind of places.
You see women, their pants too, going,
pants is going to... but a man's private part remains waist down.
Men with boxers and singlets right in front of the gates. What are they doing? I used to tell people,
but we are saying now that it's permissible to travel in a way that a man is not permitted. A man can't get on in public places in such a way. We allow it when we redefine it. We explain it when it comes to weddings for our women. The tailors who are making wedding clothes now, they call it cost. Hey, Joy, what are you doing? You cannot take a little boy you've taught private parts.
Let me just pause you for a second.
Teaching
this our tailors. Grace, my boy.
Stay on side.
I'm going to call out my tailor. Busayo, I'm going to call you out today. Grace, thanks for calling for boy. You're live. Oh, yikes. So, I know this corset, this thing that we all do, right? So my stylist knows, she knows me, Busayo, and I don't wear those things. But she always tries just, once in a while, sneak it in, and I always throw it back. But she did one for this Iyabo Ojo's daughter's wedding. I saw that. Oh, Father in heaven. By the time she bought this thing, she was like, you don't have to wear a bra. I'm thinking, how would I know? They'll tell you can't, we don't need to wear a bra. Now, certain people might not need to, but someone like me, oh my God, because usually when they bring me clothes, I never try it on. It's too much stress. Until the day of the event. And I was like, what is that? I called her. What is going on? She's like, hey, it's Iyabo Ojo's emoji. It's my uncle. And so, and I had to wear it. Very uncomfortable, I would say. Everybody loved the outfit. But now is a trend that they'll give you clothes and the tailor will tell you, don't wear bra because they've padded it up, and I'm thinking,
who was it? Was it me and you were looking at a video Dolapo had sent yesterday, and I was saying the tailors are making it. Is the tailors who are making it? Was it you?
Yes, we were discussing
like, it's not the tailors, it's they who decide what they wanted. If that particular wedding can be used as case in question, it was as if they gave a brief of everybody to come and show something there. All the women, chic. Go and check it again and do account. It will be 98%. It will be 98%. Who is the person who said that beauty can no longer be decent? Because you see this nowhere brand. Justina was my tailor for the year 2021 to 22 before she disappeared at Miss Maybe she's watching. But Justina, our Justina, she used to make my clothes, and if I wear them, I'll be uncomfortable in a bra until she takes it out and zips me up, and I will go to that party and come back. I'll thank God that at least I will wrap my hijab on me. She makes my clothes, but she will make it full length, neck length without the bra.
Yeah, I wear a lot of corsets.
So it's like corset, but she didn't even used to put me all those corset ribs. Until Shani's wedding, when they put corset ribs, I almost died. It's not made for everybody. You know, it's not, even those corset ribs, they're not comfortable. But women put up with it in the name of fashion. And then you say you can't wear a bra in the name of fashion.
Can I shock you? Yeah. Do you know that most of those outfits that you don't have to wear bra, it's actual bra that's inside? Yeah, because they get a bra, cut out the bra, and use your bra size to put it. Right. So if you're wearing another bra, it means like you're wearing double bra. And the reason we are even talking about this in this sense when it comes to this, it means the reason I've seen most of it. The reason we are even talking about this is because most times when you don't wear bra, your nipples are pointed and then it's dangling. That's why. If there are people who have very pecky oranges.
Have you seen the new bras now that come with nipples? On the,
I never saw that.
So that when you wear them, it looks like your nipples are showing.
So you mentioned something about we not having identity in Nigeria. The sad reality is after the amalgamation, we haven't gotten to the point where we find an infusion and a center to exist as a nation. That's why we are still fighting. And that's why disunity is still thriving. Now, when you talk about the whites, English, they speak common language. You know, once you see an Englishman, you know he's an Englishman. Now, when we come to Nigeria, it's not like we don't have individual identity. If I see a Yoruba person, by how they address and how they speak, accent and everything, I know this is Yoruba. When I see an Hausa person, I know this is Hausa. Somehow, in the middle of us, when we look at ourselves, we have our identity. But the problem that we haven't found, just as it is with language, you go to Kenya and all that, they have Swahili, they are speaking. I remember back then in school, when we were doing literature, we've said we've not been able to get an official language for Nigeria. As it is with other things, we are multi-religious, we are multi-ethnic, we are multi-everything. And the way it is with us, we've not been able to pick this one as, okay, let's all agree and be represented as this. That is what is causing problem, because what is...
So should we take this to the floor of the Senate and discuss whether Nigerian women must all wear bra? And that from what age to what age?
Like making it.
That's because, see, no matter whether we have one language, one religion, one whatever, we're also women, different women with different needs. So this conversation of bra, I don't feel it has anything to do with identity. It has to just do with women with different body types. And for me, when we are talking about things like that, that's why I said context is important. Understand that women are different. There are issues with wearing bras for some people. It hurts some people. It leaves them with marks. Some of them pains in their shoulder. And if they choose to not go without bra, and in a way that they still come across as decent, you know, in the places that they need to be, that's fine. But what you are talking about indecency, so the indecency, what we're talking about, then it's not about the bra. It's just about how you present yourself, whether you're wearing underwear or not. And we can discuss that separate from bra.
Okay, so I get that, but I'm going to go on a break, because when I disagree that it's not about identity, because I remember when I went to Dubai for the first time, and I went to the toilet in the mall. In the toilet, they were changing their clothes. They removed all their hijab. They wanted to enter the cinema with their friends. They took all the hijab and went their bomb shots and everything, and just to enter the cinema with their friends, and they'll come back to the toilet, change their hijab, because they know who we are is this. That's our standard. So, but because I want to feel sexy, I dress, I remove it.
Standard of public engagement in certain societies.
Sorry?
We'll come back.
Let's come back. When we come back, we kind of wrap up this. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your view will be right back. Food is ready!
Suitable for jollof rice, stew, spaghetti, and yam portage. Cooked to impress.
Chef. Mr.
We are providing what we call permanent solutions.
This place is one of the most dangerous areas at the biosecurity environment.
This can go into the news and every crimes of your neighborhood.
Our goal is to remain as Africa's model megacity, to move our GDP from the 5-6 position to the 3rd position, and we believe it's achievable with all the commitments we have.
Explore the city of Lagos, where dreams are made and possibilities are endless. I'm Adedoja Salamadini. I live in Lagos, inside Lagos.
I'm Nifemi Oguntoye, news anchor with TVC News. My day is usually busy and it's difficult keeping up with breaking news stories, trending stories, business news, stock exchange and what have you. But with TVC News on WhatsApp, I'm able to catch up with all the breaking news, real-time updates and trending stories on the go, right on my phone, no matter where I am. It's quick, easy and always on. And here you can join us by scanning the QR code or using the link on our X and Instagram. Why wait? Come to the side of news that keeps you ahead. TVC News, first with breaking news.
I'm Miriam Lunge. I'm a passionate environment advocate and a published author.
I am the founder of Celebration, a businesswoman, and a fashion icon.
I am a wealth coach and a real estate developer.
I am Amako Arakwe. I'm a corporate commercial lawyer and an entrepreneur.
Barkamu da warhaka. I am Ramatu Shehu Oyibo, an entrepreneur and a business coach.
I am the voice of an average Muslim woman, an hijabite, and a lawyer.
I am a polymath and a serial entrepreneur.
I am Murayo Afolabi Brown, Managing Director, TVC Entertainment. I'm a media consultant, producer, and broadcaster.
The ladies of Your View are made of women from different professions, tribes, cultures, and religion. Join us every Monday to Friday as we share our views on topical and social issues.
This is not just a round table. This is the Black Table.
This is the Black Table, where real men speak the truth about.
Thanks for staying with us. So we're going to be wrapping up on this our bra or no bra conversation. We forgot we had a guest coming on. So she just joined the show. She's a Nigerian entrepreneur and philanthropist and the founder and CEO of Ealing Group. She has built a thriving organization with a strong presence across diverse sectors while staying true to its core mission, which is creating lasting value for customers, clients, and shareholders. Despite her remarkable rise to become one of Nigeria's most respected business leaders, Elizabeth Jack Rich has never lost sight of her beginnings. She remains deeply committed to giving back, ensuring that others have the same opportunities that once helped her transform her life. Welcome with us, Dr. Elizabeth Jack Rich in the building. How you doing?
Thank you very much. I'm good.
Good to have you on the show. So before we go into your philanthropic work, and we wanted to just wrap up on the initial conversation we were having concerning BRA. So I think Nima wanted to come up with something.
Because my darling Mariam had mentioned that maybe we should just carry this our the argument to the Senate and let the legislators decide what the standard will be. But we already have it legal in some of our codes. Our criminal codes, has standards of decency. We have standards in certain sector-specific standards of dressing. In the military, for instance, there's a specific standard of dressing. So even if you want to be indecent, there's a limit to which you can go. There's a limit to which you can go to be over decent. There are certain in Lagos. It's even one of the environmental laws to be particularly covered in certain way. Nudity is not allowed. So now, what is blood is this line of what is not nude and what is nude. And that's what.
So it's brown.
I hear you, Nima. So that part where you go to hospital, you go to the different places. But if I'm a club girl, I want to go to the club tonight. Should not there be judged for not wearing a bra?
So they will not catch you in the club. But if you come out of the club,
you catch them in the club, and they will say they know that they are about to enter the club or just come out of the club, and they call them out for that.
Can you just like your example Morayo gave of the Dubai incident. So those girls know the standards of public engagement in their place and appearance. And so when they want to they quickly conform with the standard before they get in public. So what is in public is what we are debating really here.
Okay, so we have to wrap up. Your final
bra
thoughts,
or not to bra?
To bra or not to bra?
Whatever works for you as a woman, and learn to accommodate other people irrespective of what you think.
Mariam?
Bra is different from indecency. Wearing a bra or not wearing a bra does not mean that you're indecent or decent. How you dress overall is what determines it.
Would you like to say something final on this?
I think I agree with her. I mean, there are some dresses that don't require you to wear a bra. It does not mean you're indecent. I will relate this to when you're driving. When you're driving, you have to drive for other people as well. So when you're dressing, regardless of bra or not, you have to think about the society and the people around you.
I wish I met you for this conversation.
That's a way to end this conversation. Thank you so much. Now, coming back to you. Dr. Elizabeth Jack Rich, you've been quite busy doing a lot of work for community, helping people. Tell us, and one of the things we like to do on Your View is highlight the work women do, especially Nigerian women, both within Nigeria and outside the country. And we saw your work, and we just thought it was important for us to give you our platform to share with Nigerians a bit what you're doing. So tell us in a nutshell and who you are. Yeah, we know you're the wife of Jack Rich, but give us an idea of the work you've been doing outside, because people know you as Elizabeth Jack Rich, but there's so much more to you than that. So give us an idea of what you've been working on.
Thank you very much. I'm an entrepreneur. I am the founder and CEO of Ellen Group, a conglomerate of diverse businesses. We are into oil and gas services, we're into aviation, mining, and currently, just a couple of months back, my company, Elite Hair, conducted the first ever 7,800-hour maintenance circle ever done in Africa. Wow. So I am a woman in male-dominated industries and, thriving in the industries.
Fantastic.
Yes, and I also have a non-governmental organization called the Elizabeth Jack Rich Foundation, whereby we focus on women empowerment, youth development through skills acquisition, and we also focus on scholarship for children.
Okay, so let's rewind a bit. How did Elizabeth get here? Yeah. Because that's what we want to focus on. How did you arrive here?
Elizabeth was born and brought up in Orilegomu. That's something a lot of people don't know.
Lagos?
Orilegomu, Lagos.
Yes. Italy or something? Orilegomu.
Yes, here in Lagos State, I was born into a family that we were struggling. And regardless of my circumstances or the situation I grew up in, I knew I wanted to be more. And that was what I went for. I knew I had a mission on earth. And my mission was to, do what I wanted to do, achieve my goals, then use my platform to also empower other women.
Okay, so what form of education did you get? Because people in that place where you mentioned are people that usually are less, they get less opportunities for education, lesser opportunities for, much more advanced elite education. So How did you get, what schools did you go to? Did you have to travel out of the country? Was there a jackpot period?
No, actually, there wasn't any jackpot period for me. I mean, growing up, like I said, was very tough, and my education was quite shaky growing up. I actually started going to school after I got married. I went to school before I got married, but continued my university while I was married, and got some certificate degrees in the industries I currently operate in. So that was what I did.
Why oil and gas? And as you said, you describe it yourself, male-dominated industry. And as we know, the reason we highlight it is because as a woman, when you get in there, there's so many challenges that you face. Not just the business, the fact that you're a woman trying to play in the field that men are playing. Why did you go the hard route? Why didn't you just look for something easy and nice?
Let's say I'm very hot-headed and I'm very determined. And I don't think there's any industry specific to men alone. I mean, women do great things regardless of where we operate in. And oil and gas services, for me, not the operation, you know, was just like any other business a woman could thrive in. We do aviation. That's also a very tough industry people don't really know about. And I get a lot of warnings, this is something you shouldn't do, but we're doing it and we're thriving in it. And I believe other women could do the same.
Okay, so you said you grew up in Orile Gomi and you came from a struggling family. For that young girl looking at you from Orile Gomi or somewhere that has this high dreams and doesn't know how to achieve it, can you share a bit of your grass to grace story so they can actually get inspired from you?
You know, one thing I'm going to say is, which someone mentioned yesterday at the program we hosted yesterday. No, it's not impossible, let me put it that way, to do great things from a small place. It's not impossible. So that was the situation I found myself in, a struggling family, but I made sure that that situation never defined my path. And my documentary and my book is going to be coming out soon, and people will get to hear my story. I mean, it's just about Elizabeth. Like you said, everybody knows me as just Elizabeth Jack Rich, the oil business, or the business mogul's wife, or the oil mogul's wife. But there's more to Elizabeth. There's a story. My life is a testimony, and I am just here to ensure that I give platform to those vulnerable women out there that didn't have the kind of platform I had growing up.
So you've been talking about, well, you've been mentioning aviation.
Aviation.
And the last 1 week, aviation has been in the forefront of our minds because we're thinking, okay, who are these people, aviation? When you say aviation, what part of it do you play? Because we even want to have a better understanding of that sector. We hear their rules, the regulations, how to do. So give us an idea.
I mean, aviation is broad, but when it comes to the, let me say, flight charter of aviation, there are two parts to it. There's the commercial and there's the private. I deal in the private sector. Our company is actually, yes, and helicopter services. Our company is actually an air operating certificate licensed company. So we deal in that regard. I've been seeing a lot of things, like you said, online, but the regulations cut across either way, either private or commercial. It's the same regulations.
Okay, you know, you're a rich woman.
Where do you go?
So there are people watching and wondering, okay, so can she share with us some of this, her riches? Like, how is it being in the PJ? You know, like the whole experience of just feeling like you are, like you have everything. You know, I think it was, we were reminded it was Will Smith that was saying that you get to a point in your life, you realize that, okay, it can be lonely at the top, where you have everything, but it can still be lonely. So give us a bit of that glimpse of the life of a rich woman and what gives you fulfillment.
I would say for me, material things does not define me being rich. That's one thing I would like to say. But Will Smith wasn't lying. It can be really lonely at the top. I mean, there are countless times I would cry myself to sleep because I feel frustrated about a project I'm working on and it's not working out the way I wanted it to. But what people see behind that thing is just all glitz and glamour, but it's way more than that. And with private jet services, what my company tried to do is not just the luxury side of things, but for me, I believe time is of the essence when it comes to business. So we operate these services for business-minded people that want to get to their destination on time. and obviously to make you feel like I don't want to go back to where I'm coming from. You know,
So
I mean, when you do the PJ Live, you don't want to do any other way. But I do commercial a lot.
Are you sure?
Yes, I do.
Never see any commercial.
No, I do commercial a lot actually. But I mean, PJ is just because of the kind of country we operate in, the time delays from commercial flight. I mean, PJ is just the best option if you can. But you know what we're doing? We are actually introducing something called the private commercial, whereby it's not going to be too expensive for you to enjoy the luxury we offer for PJ clients.
Okay, let me go on a very short break. Let us take that in first. Don't worry. We'll chatter one for your view later.
We're affordable.
On a very short break, we come back. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your view will be right back.
When malaria knocks you down, you can be sure parasites are having a party in your system. Welcome to our new kingdom, guys! Comel, an effective weapon against malaria. Attacking the parasite army directly to give you express relief and get you back on your feet effectively. Comel on, malaria gone.
This girl and many more children. The world we live in, the games we play, the power we chase, and the women we shake it off. Unfiltered.
There's this entitlement to choice.
Unapologetic.
There's something in sociology that said even crime has an advantage in the society.
Unafraid.
In my practice, I found that sometimes the woman is saying honey, but you are hearing monkey.
Sports, politics, culture, women, and what it means to be a man in today's world. No scripts, no safe zones, just grown conversations. So pull up a chair if you're built for it. This is The Black Table.
Imagine a country with over 300 plenty languages. Why you go the only focus on Yoruba, Hausa and Igbo? Where we get a common language where they unite everybody from Oga to even Madam self and every person where they for street. That's why we dey introduce you 89.9 Yanga FM, the #1 urban pidgin radio station where they unite us all. From the award-winning breakfast show Waiting Day with your brother, your friend Wale Po.
Everywhere.
So Bobo.
Gen Z, you dey chop for this time.
This is not Cruise Express.
And this go be the best 4 hours of our life. Country people, make una join us.
Aww.
Now we be What's Up Naija crew. Now we dey give you wetin dey sup for inside we country. Yes, so keep it loud.
You've got me your papa. Why you not gonna make younger?
Come to a holla.
Now here we dey settle all the matter.
Bro, you right here.
Nobody better than we, right?
Okay, now whispers be that. Make I just be the last sensible voice where you go hear.
Now we be 89.9 Yanga FM.
Good morning, Marina Station and all the passengers.
Efficient, it's comfortable.
This development will go a long way in
Thanks for staying with us. So we still have our guest, delectable Dr. Elizabeth Jack-Rich. One of the reasons we like women like you to come on the show because the idea is to enlighten Nigerians. You know, they have a way of judging people from outside. Oh, these rich people. But we love your finesse. We love your courage. We love who you are. But I just want to take a little peek into that thing behind the veil. So I like, is it Mariam who wants to jump in, Abigail?
I wanted to ask, what helped you to this point, both internally and externally? The internal forces and the external force, moving from one point of discomfort to where you are now.
Okay, internally I'll say I never forgot where I was coming from. And I made sure that I sleep and wake up with that. I did, like I said, I'm someone that no matter the situation I find myself in, it never defines my outcome. And externally, I have amazing support system. I mean, my husband, Engineer Taintias Jackridge, understood what I wanted to do with my life, outside from just being a wife and a mom. And he gave me that platform, stood by me, and ensured that I had that backing and strength to conquer anywhere I find myself in. So that has been the greatest help of my life to become who I am today.
Let's talk about being a mom. You know, how are you raising your kids? Because, you know, sometimes people wonder how kids who have privileged children, they always feel like, oh, they have everything. Like, and these kids, they still have those values. Because when a child seems to be privileged, people always assume or judge that this one doesn't have home training. They just have everything. In your, as a mother, who I'll say a young mother, how are you raising your kids? What are the values you think is important for you to have as you raise your kids?
First of all, I am a Yoruba woman. Let me emphasize on that. I am a Yoruba woman. And like I said, I was born and brought up in Orile Gomu.
So that part,
let me say that. And my grandma raised me.
Oh, wow. So yeah.
So I have all that,
you know, native intelligence.
Yes, instilled in me. And regardless of where I am currently bringing up my children, I instilled that culture and that values in them. For me, respect, humility is very important. Your intelligence, your intellect will take you far, but your humility is going to take you further. So I make sure that that is the essence of their life.
Nice.
So you're also described as a philanthropist. And, you know, for me, it says something about your heart, you know, that you care about people. And I would like to know why you care and, you know, what inspired that part of you and who are these people that you try to help?
I would just hint a little bit. I hawked on the street growing up. That's something a lot of people don't know. I was very vulnerable. But with God's grace, I don't even think it's just by my own power or by my resistance. I was able to overcome a lot of those vulnerability or the situation that I was faced in. But not many women today has their grace. And that's why you see a lot of young, bright women fall into temptations or situations that derail them from the path of their purpose. So that's why my foundation, focusing on women empowerment. I mean, we've been doing this for about 7 years now. We've helped over 2,000 women, you know, with capital to start up their businesses. We help them through mentorship, kids through schools. We also do skills acquisition for them. So it's very important for me to give this platform. I don't want women to think you have to have a huge platform to become someone. You can always start something from a very small place. And empowerment is not just about money, but also mentorship and guidance.
Okay, so does your foundation also do give medical support to vulnerable people? So there are certain families, because of means, they might not be able to afford the medical care that they need. And they live in some communities like the one you mentioned. You know, so they put up with it. They patronize what, you know, what would be ill-advised. And so they don't have more opportunities out there. Does the foundation do that? And if it does, how do they get reached?
I mean, I almost lost my life when I was about 8 years old because of we didn't have the money to afford tetanus injection when I got tetanus. Then got to a neighbor that came to our aid who was a nurse then. She laid down my rest in peace. Who helped me. So medical is very important to me as well. So we used to do a lot of medical intervention directly from the foundation. But earlier this year, we redefined our focus to just focus on women, youth and children, but we partner with other foundations that focus strictly on medical. So if anybody reaches out to us, we will work with someone we trust in that field to help their cases.
Okay, I like to talk about love. Tell us how you... I'm tempting a lot of time.
Okay.
Because how did you fall in love? How did you meet your husband? And what's the most romantic thing he's done for you? Because we just wonder how a beautiful woman like this, the person that is keeping you well, because you're looking so gorgeous. So tell us, like, how did you fall in love? How did you know, all this, your dreams, how did you fall in love with this one man?
I mean, when I met him, I wouldn't say it was love at first sight. but I fell in love with how he loved me. He was very particular about my dreams. He was very particular about what I wanted. And nobody, considering the situation I grew up in, ever showed me that kind of care or attention to my own needs. So it was only natural for me to fall in love with him. I mean, he's an amazing man. And, you know, how he keeps me loving him is not just by what we share in regards of, you know, wealth or kids. It's just the attention. This is somebody that is not intimidated by my success. And it is very rare to come by, especially in Nigeria.
He's not trying to dominate.
No, he's not. He leads with love and guidance and allows me do my thing.
Shine. Just one final question from me. Because you run a foundation in Nigeria, I need to know, where is this gap between needs, people's expectations, and responsibility of the government? Because you've operated around it, you will know the things that people need the most, their expectations from government, and the responsibility of the government towards those needs.
I mean, people need just basic things. First of all, they need infrastructure. Infrastructure is the basis of everything. Infrastructure, they need the basics like water supply, power supply, and I believe the government is doing really well, especially this current government. They're really doing really well, working towards that to be 100% achievable, because right now we're not 100% there, but I believe we were better than where we were coming from.
Please, you did not answer my second question. What's the most romantic thing this loving man has ever done for you?
I wouldn't say there's one thing. I mean, this man constantly ensures that my birthday is celebrated, even when I don't want to celebrate it.
Are you serious?
I mean, he would literally invite
everyone.
Even when I say, I just want to spend this birthday with you, but he constantly wants me to be celebrated and want to hear people talk about me. So even his own birthdays, he doesn't want you to do anything, but when it comes to mine, he just wants to keep celebrating me, and I think that's the most romantic thing you could ever do.
Yes. Look at this married woman.
No, you know that in our house they don't have time to do birthday.
So you know what? Let me say that he's also a man that prays. So this man would wake up in the morning, hold my hand, and pray over my life. It's always the other way around. But sometimes I feel like, oh my God, you're beating me to this game. But I would be the one to pray in private and you know, do all of that. But he will hold my hand and prophesy into my life. And there is no prophecy that has not come to pass. That's one thing I can say. So he's my personal prophet. I would say that.
Oh, wow. Yes, I have one last question. It's very vain, which is, give us a peek into the daily life of a Mrs. Jack Rich. When you wake up, what sort of sheets you sleep on?
Yes,
what do you eat? What do you eat? You know, what do you eat?
You know,
like, give us just a peek.
How many chefs do you have?
Let's live vicariously through you.
That one, the chefs, I will not lie about that one. I have more than 3. I love food.
Yeah.
I love food. So it's not just about having the luxury, but me, I love food.
Okay.
So I don't joke with my palate. But the day-to-day life is, Elizabeth is very simple. I wake up in the morning, I pray to God, take my shower, you know, meditate. Okay. I moisturize with Ori, shea butter. In as much as people think I use very expensive skincare, no. Okay. I am a pro shea butter person because my grandmother, I grew up with her using that on my skin. And through my 3 kids, my 3 pregnancies, I don't have one single stretch mark because of that. So I maintain that lifestyle. I don't do too much. I'm very lazy when it comes to skincare. The cook, I think it's good food. I cook. I pound. I pound, I cook. I mean, look at Mr. Jack Rich now.
See my evidence. Okay, I have to run, but let me just let you say something final concerning your objective. What's coming up? What should we look forward to coming up?
Yes, currently, like I said, we're relaunching our foundation. It's going to be, our website is actually live, www.egra.org. We're hoping for everybody to support us. We're currently open to donations, partnerships from people. We've been doing this over the years by ourselves, but right now we want to be able to you know, have more outreach there. And in personal project, when it comes to business projects, we'd like to keep that under the wraps until it's fully blossomed. But by God's grace, people are going to see what we're up to.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
That's all we can take on the show. Hope you learned a few things as we have. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.
Thank you. Bye.